Imagine you are standing near a cool, rushing river in a huge, green forest. The air smells like pine trees and damp earth. Everything is quiet, except for the sound of birds singing and the water flowing over smooth stones. Suddenly, you see something moving on the other side of the river. It is big, covered in thick brown fur that shines in the sunlight. It moves with a slow, powerful walk, its massive head turning from side to side. This is the grizzly bear, the true king of the northern wilderness. Seeing one for the first time is an experience you will never forget, a powerful reminder of nature's raw beauty and strength. It's a moment that can make your heart beat a little faster, with both awe and respect for this incredible animal. The grizzly bear is not just a bear, it is a living symbol of the wild. Its presence tells you that you are in a place that is still untamed and healthy. When a grizzly walks through the forest, other animals take notice. Birds might stop their songs for a moment and smaller creatures might hide. The bear doesn't seem to mind. It continues on its way, focused on its own business, whether that is searching for food or finding a good spot to rest. Its calm, confident energy fills the landscape. It is a creature perfectly suited for its home, a master of its domain that has roamed these lands for thousands of years, shaping the world around it just by being there. Seeing a grizzly bear in its natural home feels like stepping back in time. You realize you are a visitor in its world, a world that has existed long before cities and roads. The bear's thick fur can range in color from light blonde to a very dark brown, often with lighter silver-tipped hairs on its back and shoulders, which gives it the grizzled look that it is named for. Its large, muscular hump on its shoulders is a key feature that sets it apart from other bears. This hump is pure muscle, used to power its strong front legs for digging and running. Watching it move, you understand that every part of the grizzly is designed for survival and power in the rugged northern lands. This first encounter with a grizzly is more than just seeing a wild animal. It is a connection to the very heart of nature. The bear might lift its head, sniff the air with its sensitive nose, and maybe even look in your direction for a moment with its small, intelligent eyes. In that instant, you feel a deep connection, a sense of wonder for this magnificent creature. It is a powerful reminder that we share this planet with amazing beings that deserve our protection and our deepest respect. The grizzly is a living piece of wilderness, and seeing one reminds us of how important it is to keep these wild places safe for generations to come, so others can experience this same feeling of awe. The grizzly bear is a true giant, one of the largest and most powerful land animals in North America. An adult male grizzly can stand over 8 feet tall on its hind legs and weigh more than 800 pounds, which is heavier than 4 large men combined. Females are usually smaller but are still incredibly strong and formidable. The most noticeable feature on a grizzly bear is the large hump of muscle on its shoulders. This isn't fat, it is a mound of pure power. This muscle gives the grizzly incredible strength in its front legs, allowing it to dig up roots, flip over huge rocks to find insects, or bring down large prey. It's this amazing strength that truly makes the grizzly the king of its environment. A grizzly bear's appearance is perfectly designed for a life in the wild. Its fur is thick and shaggy, with a dense undercoat to keep it warm during cold winters, and long outer hairs to keep water away from its skin. The color of its fur can change depending on its diet, location, and the time of year, ranging from a pale, creamy blonde to a deep chocolate brown. This coloration helps it blend into the different landscapes of its home, from open meadows to dense forests. Its face is wide and dished, meaning it curves inward, and its ears are short and rounded. These features, along with its famous shoulder hump, help you tell it apart from its cousin, the black bear. When it comes to tools for survival, the grizzly bear is very well equipped. Its claws are long and slightly curved, sometimes growing up to 4 inches long. That's as long as a human finger. Unlike a cat's claws, a grizzly's claws do not retract. They are perfect for digging in the ground to find food like plant bulbs or small burrowing animals. These claws are also powerful weapons for defense. The grizzly's teeth are also impressive. It has large canine teeth for tearing meat and flat molars in the back for grinding up tough plants, berries, and nuts. This combination of teeth allows the grizzly to eat almost anything it can find. A grizzly bear's diet is incredibly varied, which is one of the secrets to its success. These bears are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. In the spring, they eat new green plants, grasses, and roots. As the summer arrives, they turn to berries, nuts, and insects. They are also skilled hunters and fishers. One of the most amazing sights in nature is watching a grizzly bear stand in a rushing river, catching salmon as they swim upstream to spawn. They eat huge amounts of food to build up fat for the winter, sometimes gaining over 3 pounds of weight every single day during the late summer and fall. This ability to eat almost anything makes them highly adaptable survivors. Grizzly bears are mostly solitary animals, which means they prefer to live alone. After leaving their mothers, young grizzlies set off to find their own territory, called a home range. This home range can be huge, sometimes covering hundreds of square miles. The bear spends its days roaming this area, searching for food, water, and safe places to rest. While they are usually alone, grizzlies are not unfriendly to each other all the time. Sometimes you can see several bears gathering peacefully in one area, like at a river full of salmon or a field rich with berries. In these places they have a social order where bigger, stronger bears get the best spots, and younger bears learn to be patient and wait their turn. The life of a mother grizzly, or sow, is very different because she is dedicated to raising her cubs. She usually gives birth to 1 to 3 tiny helpless cubs during the winter while she is in her den. The cubs are born blind, with very little fur, and weigh only about 1 pound. They drink their mother's rich milk and grow quickly in the safety of the den. When they finally emerge in the spring, they are fluffy, playful, and ready to explore the world under their mother's watchful eye. The mother bear is a fantastic teacher and a fierce protector. She teaches her cubs everything they need to know to survive in the wild. A mother grizzly teaches her cubs what to eat, where to find food, and how to stay safe from danger. She shows them how to dig for roots, how to catch fish, and which berries are good to eat. She is also very protective and will defend her cubs from any threat, including larger male bears or other predators. The cubs will stay with their mother for about 2 to 3 years, learning and growing under her care. This long period of learning is very important, as it gives the young bears the skills and knowledge they need to survive on their own once they leave her. The strong bond between a mother grizzly and her cubs is one of the most touching sights in the animal kingdom. As winter approaches, all grizzly bears have one goal: to get fat. They need to eat as much food as possible to build up a thick layer of fat that will keep them alive during their long winter sleep. This period is called hibernation, although for bears it is more like a deep sleep called torpor. They find or dig a den, often on a north-facing slope where snow will pile up and act as insulation. Once inside, their heart rate and breathing slow down dramatically. They do not eat, drink, or go to the bathroom for months. They live entirely off their stored body fat until spring arrives, signaling it is time to wake up and begin the cycle of life all over again. Grizzly bears are much more than just powerful predators. They are what scientists call a keystone species. This means they have a very important job in their environment, and while many other plants and animals depend on them, one of their most important roles is being nature's gardeners. When a grizzly bear digs for food like plant roots or small animals, it turns over the soil. This digging mixes up the soil, bringing nutrients to the surface and helping air and water get to the plant roots. This process helps create healthy soil where a greater variety of plants can grow, which in turn provides food for many other animals, from insects to elk. Another way grizzly bears help their ecosystem is by spreading seeds. When a grizzly eats berries and fruits, the seeds pass through its digestive system unharmed. As the bear travels across its large home range, it leaves droppings that are full of these seeds, along with a bit of natural fertilizer. This helps new plants grow in new places, sometimes miles away from the parent plant. This seed dispersal is vital for keeping forests and meadows healthy and diverse. In this way, the grizzly bear acts like a traveling farmer, planting the seeds of the very foods it relies on, and helping to ensure there will be plenty of food in the future for itself and other creatures. Grizzly bears also play a crucial role in the food web by being excellent hunters and scavengers. When they hunt animals like elk or deer, they often prey on the weaker, older, or sick individuals. This helps keep the herds of these animals strong and healthy by removing less fit members. Furthermore, when a grizzly leaves behind the remains of a large meal, it provides food for many other animals. Scavengers like eagles, wolves, coyotes, and even smaller bears will come to feed on the leftovers. This ensures that nothing in nature goes to waste and provides a critical source of food for other species, especially during the tough winter months when food is scarce. The amazing salmon runs in North America's rivers are also deeply connected to grizzly bears. When bears catch salmon, they often carry them away from the river into the forest to eat. They might not eat the whole fish, leaving behind carcasses rich in nutrients from the ocean. These nutrients, like nitrogen and phosphorus, are absorbed into the forest soil, acting as a powerful fertilizer. Scientists have discovered that trees growing near rivers with bears and salmon grow much faster and healthier than trees in other areas. The grizzly bear therefore creates a bridge carrying precious nutrients from the ocean deep into the forest, enriching the entire ecosystem around it. For thousands of years, grizzly bears and people have shared the same landscapes, leading to a complex relationship built on both deep respect and fear. Many Native American and First Nations cultures view the grizzly bear as a powerful spiritual being, a symbol of strength, courage, and wisdom. In their stories and traditions, the bear is often a great teacher, a healer, or a guardian spirit. These cultures understood the bear's importance in the natural world and developed ways to live alongside it peacefully. They respected the bear's power and gave it space, understanding that humans were not the masters of the land, but simply one part of a larger, interconnected community of life. However, as settlers from other parts of the world moved into North America, this relationship began to change. The new arrivals often saw the grizzly bear not as a respected neighbor, but as a dangerous predator and a competitor for land and resources. They feared the bear's strength and saw it as a threat to their livestock and their own safety. This led to widespread conflict, where grizzly bears were hunted and eliminated from huge areas of their former range. The bear that was once a symbol of wild majesty became a symbol of the dangers of the untamed frontier, a beast to be conquered and removed to make the land safe for human settlement and agriculture. Today, our relationship with grizzly bears continues to be a mix of admiration and conflict. Millions of people travel to national parks like Yellowstone and Glacier every year, hoping to catch a glimpse of a wild grizzly. For many, seeing a bear is the highlight of their trip, a thrilling connection to the wild heart of America. This tourism brings money and attention to conservation efforts, helping to protect the lands that bears need to survive. It shows a growing appreciation for the grizzly bear's place in our world and a desire to see it thrive. People are learning more about bear behavior and how to stay safe in bear country, using tools like bear spray and proper food storage. Despite this growing respect, conflicts still happen where humans and grizzlies live close to one another. Bears can be attracted to human food sources like garbage cans, pet food, or fruit trees, which can lead to dangerous situations for both people and the bears themselves. When a bear becomes too comfortable around people and learns to rely on their food, it is often called a problem bear. Sadly, these situations sometimes end with the bear being relocated or even killed to ensure human safety. Finding ways for people and grizzly bears to coexist peacefully is one of the biggest challenges in modern wildlife conservation, requiring education, responsibility, and a willingness to share the landscape. Despite its immense strength and intelligence, the grizzly bear is a species in trouble. Its reign as the king of the north is threatened by the expanding world of humans. The single biggest threat to grizzly bears today is habitat loss. As our towns, cities, and farms grow, the wild spaces that grizzlies need to live are shrinking and becoming broken apart. Bears need huge areas of land to find enough food, mates, and safe places to build their dens. When roads, railways, and developments cut through their habitat, it becomes harder for them to travel and find what they need. This fragmentation can isolate bear populations, making it difficult for them to stay healthy and genetically diverse. Another major threat is direct conflict with humans. As we've discussed, these conflicts often arise when bears are attracted to human food, or when they are perceived as a threat to livestock or safety. These encounters can unfortunately be deadly for the bears. Even unintentional human activities can cause harm. For example, loud recreational activities like snowmobiling or off-road vehicle use can disturb bears, especially mothers with cubs or bears trying to conserve energy. Climate change is also beginning to impact grizzlies by affecting their food sources, such as the timing of berry crops or the health of salmon populations, creating new challenges for their survival. The good news is that many people are working hard to protect grizzly bears and help them recover. Conservation groups, scientists, and government agencies are teaming up to save this iconic species. One of the most important strategies is protecting and connecting bear habitats. This involves creating wildlife corridors, which are protected strips of land that allow bears to move safely between larger wilderness areas. Efforts are also being made to reduce human-bear conflicts through public education campaigns. These programs teach people living in bear country how to secure their garbage, manage their farms, and recreate safely in the outdoors to avoid attracting and harming bears. Scientists are also playing a vital role by studying grizzly bears to better understand their needs. They use tools like GPS collars to track bears' movements, study their diets, and monitor the health of their populations. This research provides critical information that helps wildlife managers make smarter decisions about how to protect the bears and their habitats. By identifying important food sources and travel routes, we can work to protect those specific places. Through these combined efforts of habitat protection, conflict reduction, and scientific research, there is hope that we can secure a future for the grizzly bear, ensuring that this magnificent king continues to roam the wild lands of the north. Protecting the grizzly bear is about more than just saving a single animal species. It is about saving the very idea of wilderness itself. The grizzly bear is an umbrella species, which means that when we protect the large areas of land that a grizzly needs to survive, we automatically protect hundreds of other species of plants and animals that share its home. The forests, mountains, and rivers that a grizzly depends on are the same ones that provide clean air and water for everyone. By ensuring the grizzly has a healthy home, we are also ensuring that these vital ecosystems remain healthy for future generations of both wildlife and people. The grizzly bear also serves as a powerful symbol of our connection to the natural world. In a world that is becoming increasingly developed and digital, the grizzly reminds us that there are still places that are wild, untamed, and free. It represents a raw, powerful beauty that cannot be created by human hands. The existence of the grizzly challenges us to be better stewards of our planet, to live with more respect for the creatures that were here long before us. Its survival is a measure of our own ability to coexist with nature. If we can make space for a creature as large and demanding as the grizzly, it shows that we are capable of preserving the wild soul of our continent. There is so much we can learn from the grizzly bear. We can learn about strength and resilience as they have survived for thousands of years in harsh and changing environments. We can learn about the importance of family and teaching the next generation from the dedicated mother bear caring for her cubs. We can learn about living in harmony with the seasons, working hard when resources are plentiful and resting when they are not. The grizzly teaches us to be aware of our surroundings, to be resourceful, and to respect the power of nature. It is a living lesson in how to be a part of the wild, not apart from it. Ultimately, the future of the grizzly bear is in our hands. Its growl is the echo of a wilder time, and its footprint in the mud is a question asked to all of us. Will we make room for the wild? Protecting this magnificent king of the north is a promise we make to ourselves and to the future. It is a promise to keep our world diverse, healthy, and full of wonder. By working together to protect the grizzly bear, we are not just saving an animal, we are saving a vital part of what makes our planet so special. We are ensuring that the spirit of the wilderness, embodied by the great grizzly, will continue to inspire and awe us for all time.